Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Dice Warmers, a podcast where we talk about all things geeky and we occasionally have structure and coherent thoughts. I'm Vass, and with me today, as always, we have Kaz
Hi.
and David.
Oh, I'm here.
And welcome to episode 5. What the fuck was that?
I don't care, but that was brilliant. I tried to hold in the laugh, it didn't work.
I couldn't. I tried being professional for our viewers.
No,
I
we
tried.
we didn't even make it to the
Sorry
end of
about
that.
It's just something
End of
that
the
I thought
intro.
it sort of came from my sort of chest and just came out of my mouth and went, yeah, that's what I'm going to be saying.
That was one of David's famous highs, people.
Don't forget
Yes.
to collect them all.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon. Got to have them all. Got to get
If
them all.
Yes, limited time exclusive as well.
What happens if you get them all in the end? Do you become like a super David Master? Or
I would just continue making more. There's never an end to it.
Oh, don't tell them that. We actually want them to collect them. And we're going to release cards eventually.
That's actually the Nintendo strategy.
Yeah.
When you think you got them all, they release another one.
Yeah.
Yes,
But what we're
and
going
we'll
to do eventually is we're going to release cards with a button where you press them and you've got a David sound coming out of it.
That's an excellent.
Yeah, we'll
business
press one
idea.
now.
We're totally doing that.
Oh, what about David
Hello.
plushies? You rub its belly, it goes like, oh.
No, you push it. No, because what you have to do, right, is you also come with a plushy biscuit, and when they connect, belly to biscuit, it makes the noise. Ooh, hi! David does like his rich tea biscuits.
I do like a rich tea. I like a digestive as well. Hobnob is
Oh, there
probably
you
my
go.
favourite.
It's got to be a hobnob then.
It got to be a hobnob.
Okay, before we get any more derailed, David, could
Yes.
you please let our viewers know where they can reach us?
They can reach us in many places, such as our official website, dicewarmers.com.
Correct.
We also have an anchor page, which coincidentally our main website leads to, which is anchor.fm.
I mean, it's not coincidental. We made it.
No, we made it do
Yeah.
that.
Like, it wasn't like,
coincidence.
where should I point? Oh, I'll point to that random anchor page.
Yeah. And then also for our social media, we have, of course, our Twitter, our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Reddit, which
All
I don't...
under Dice Warmers.
Yeah,
That is
I mean,
correct.
Reddit is like a wasteland right now. There's no topics or anything. We just, we exist there. If you want to start the first ever topic in our Reddit, you're more than welcome to.
Yes. Maybe we'll
It's either
put up
that
a
or
poll.
we kick our media representative up the backside and get him doing more work.
Yeah.
Our unpaid media representative. Yeah, he should do
hang
more
on.
work.
Could be paid
He's
in
paid in other
royalties.
ways, okay? I make him dinner most nights.
Okay, I was going to say that doesn't sound legal.
No. Come on now.
And he buys you nice cups of tea, doesn't he? That you're going to be drinking.
No, he doesn't.
No, he gives me yucky cups of tea sometimes.
Ah, you've just admitted that. That's horrible. What cup
Some
of
of
tea
them
have
are
you got
bad.
today?
Like, I had a real cup of tea today, and I appreciate the real cups of tea because it took me a long time to train him to make them.
How did you train him, Kaz?
I refused to drink anything that was disgusting, and I told him it was disgusting and made him drink it.
Did you use positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement?
I actually used positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement.
So sex. Oh.
No. I told him, I really like it when you make a nice cup of tea. I really
And
enjoy that.
This is a bad cup of tea.
However,
Bad.
is shit.
Do you just take a sip and go and just leave it? And it says,
she just squirts him with a water bottle.
No. I pretend I'm too busy at work, and I've let it go cold, and I can't drink a cold cup of tea at all.
I like a cold cup of tea.
I hate cold cup of
you're
tea.
disgusting.
It's disgusting.
David, I'm sorry.
Cannot stand cold tea.
Sometimes
Sometimes the tea does go cold by accident.
I mean, it's different if it's
but I can't
iced
drink
tea,
it.
which I do like because I'm Greek. No, I'm not. I'm Greek.
You're also weird.
That sometimes is like a synonym to weird.
You're still weird. You might be Greek, but you're still weird as well. You like cold tea.
But no. I'm
Iced
weird
tea is
in a
cold tea.
million other ways. Iced tea is amazing.
That I can say is correct, but also cold tea when it's a fruit flavored tea is okay.
No. See, because iced tea has intent. Cold tea is laziness. Just we're too lazy to drink your tea when it was warm.
Not too lazy, too busy. Because unfortunately, my tea does get cold in work because I am on the phone so much.
You should get a USB tea warmer.
Well, I've started having.
They
It's
exist?
awful. I'm
I
at
don't know.
home.
It must exist.
It does exist. I am at home,
Wish.com.
but most of my tea now has to be put in a thermos because I have more chance of drinking it hot when it's in a thermos.
This is the most British geeky podcast ever. We're talking about
At the moment, yeah.
Tea. What would you say
Of
is your
course.
go-to tea type? Do you go for a sort of a
The
black
one in the
tea
bag.
or
Yorkshire Gold. I do like a Yorkshire Gold.
See,
I'm
I don't
Ooh.
think I'm like British enough yet
No.
to have like a special brand of tea. I'll drink tea, but it's not like
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Tetley's anymore. PG Tips, I've kind of gone off a little bit,
yeah.
but I do like Yorkshire, and Yorkshire Gold is the top of my
It's the
list.
pinnacle.
Oh,
I would
yes.
I would say a Cornish coffee and a Cornish tea. Cornish tea is probably my favourite. Probably the best.
I can literally see our viewers like closing their clients.
No, okay. To draw them back in, guys, tell us what
Yes.
your favourite type of tea is. If you are British, tell us that as well, because I'm gonna do a little thing together and see how many of our listeners are in fact British. I'm gonna assume right now all of them,
And
but
also
apart from maybe a few.
tell us what your favorite brew is while gaming.
Yes, gaming
Yes.
brew.
And do you have a specific one if you play digital games or tabletop games,
That's
board
I
games?
mean, you took it a step too far now.
I
Mine's
did.
Cherry
yeah.
Coke, which I know Vass hates.
I don't hate it. Did I tell you about the cherry coke incident?
I don't know, but the listeners haven't heard it, so
I got a cherry coke delivered by mistake once because I definitely did not order a cherry coke, and it was sitting in my fridge for I don't know like a couple of weeks, which is unheard of for a beverage in my house. And then I think I had run out of like any type of soda, and it was late at night. I'm like, I guess let's give this cherry coke a try, and like it wasn't the best, but then I can see why you like it.
I think you must have had like diet cherry Coke or something like that.
No, it was like
No,
oh, maybe I had before. Yeah, if that's what you mean. Yeah, maybe my
and
previous
that's why you
experience.
didn't like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't have it. It's the same for me. Like people who drink Dr Pepper, like I don't get it. Do you like Dr Pepper?
I used to. They changed the recipe a few years back, and now it's like.
I hate it.
I tried it once,
but I
never,
used to like
I
it.
just put it down.
Simon loves it.
Yeah, I mean, I used to like it.
No one knows who Simon is. We're just talking about random people.
But that's fine because
Unless we're being on the
that's not
podcast,
true
don't they?
actually. Because some of our listeners know who Simon is, so
That's true.
But
that's because our only listeners are friends and family right now.
That's not true. That is not true
That's
at all.
vacational
In
family.
There's
fact,
also
actually,
some
guys,
people from work that hate.
we think of you as our friends and family. Okay.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because as it started, it was like we think of you. And I'm like, that's creepy. We shouldn't.
We don't think of them.
I've just thought of the worst analogy for them. Our listeners are the dice we warm up with this podcast.
That's horrible, David. That's so cringy.
Worse. What is wrong with you, David?
Do you know how like a lot of communities like name like their followers? For instance, the people who like follow Critical Role are called the critters.
The critters.
Right.
Yeah. What would our viewers be called? Like our community.
I don't want to know.
If anyone can come up with an interesting name, please let us know because all the ones I've been thinking for the last couple of days were shit.
They're not just shit, but creepy.
Yeah.
If you ask David, it's going to be something really sappy. He's our token nice person.
I am the nice person in this. Well, everyone's nice.
David, I can't believe you said that. That wasn't a very nice thing to say.
But we've been
you were
told
supposed to be the nice one.
Oh,
yeah, we're supposed to unite the force, not join them.
And you just told us we're not nice.
I misquoted Star Wars. What's the quote again?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
You were supposed to bring balance to the force. Was that? Yeah.
You were the chosen one.
Oh God, I can literally hear the nerds screaming.
Actually, it's from episode 3 at the part with the.
Actually, I think you'll find in episode 2, scene 3, minute 55 of the movie.
Yes.
And we just lost another half of our.
I know.
No, but if someone can find that and post it to us, those exact times that he said, I want to watch it.
Episode minute 55.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I want to see what it is. 'Cause if you've managed to sync that up with something funny, that's just perfect.
I'm actually gonna look it up after this.
But also as well, they have to actually.
No, I think we should get our listeners to do it.
Which I actually like.
Should we talk about something important?
Yes.
Should we talk about the most important thing that happened this week, and probably the most scientifically important thing that will happen in our lifetimes?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on.
Which is
Percy.
Perseverance, or Percy, landing on freaking Mars, people.
That was impressive.
That was amazing. That was more.
I missed it. I popped out of the room for a second because I was cooking food, and when I came back, it was like it's grounded, and I'm like,
I just noticed.
I'd sat there watching it the whole way, and I was like, I've got to push. My food was burning at this point, and I was just like, no, I've got to land eventually, and I'm like, food's burning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are you cooking so late at night?
Because you know how Rob does this whole thing called exercise?
Exercise? What?
Yeah, it's strange. Okay, so he does this thing called exercise. So he went out for a run, and he came back, and he wasn't feeling very well. And I was like, you shouldn't have gone for a run in the first place. You're not well. So me being the caring person that I am,
exercise thing made him feel bad.
Well, maybe. But I ran him a bath, told him relax in the bath, I'll make dinner, and then he took longer in.
Okay. We don't need to know about your crazy sex life. It's fine. So
and then you came in with your dinner.
But he did that exercising thing, and I made dinner too late to. Well, it wasn't that late, but yeah, I missed it.
It's like missing the moon landing.
I mean, I saw everything before it, and I saw everything slightly afterwards.
On the moon. Anyway, yeah. So
I think I might have seen it, but when I walked in, the little thing was on the moon, and I was like, oh.
I was watching the interior design challenge at the same time, but I had it on my phone.
So your main focus, David, was the interior design challenge, and the secondary thing was humanity landing a massive car-sized rover on a planet that's like 200 million miles away from us.
Anyway, I love the fact that we now have a drone on Mars.
How
cool is it that we've got drones on Mars?
Yeah, we've got Curiosity there as well, still roaming about.
Well, yeah. Maybe somewhere.
It's gonna cause so much friction between the two. Honestly,
no, because they're in two totally different places. They're not close. And
Mars is very big.
Is it now, Kaz? Some would say it's a planet.
I'm telling David, it's quite big, David. They're not going to come across each other.
I know.
They're not going to be fighting for car spaces.
Unless Curiosity takes the south,
space.
And then Perseverance takes the north, and then it creates a divide over many centuries.
Unless Curiosity becomes too curious and starts,
yes, but Perseverance will take charge and he will persevere.
Oh my god. We're sorry, NASA. We're sorry for making
awful puns. They named them. They knew this was coming.
No, they didn't.
Well, no, but they allowed it to happen.
Yeah.
They allowed it to happen. They could have done the whole cover-up, like they're doing with the flat Earth thing, right? They could have covered it up like they covered.
Don't go there. We don't believe in flat Earth. Obviously, we're not flat Earthers. Jesus Christ! If you're a viewer of ours and you're also a flat Earther, go fuck yourself.
Hang on.
No. We don't need you to be listening to this podcast.
They can listen to this podcast.
No, they
can't.
We
just don't have the same beliefs as them.
No,
it's the same. No, it's the same as religious people. I don't have the same beliefs as them, but that doesn't mean they can't listen.
No, they can't listen to this podcast.
They can. Shut up, Vass.
We can't talk about.
No, we're not talking about it.
Perseverance and flat Earthers in the same podcast. No.
We're not talking to them. They could do their own thing. They can listen to us, but they don't have. We don't have to talk about it.
I'm so mad at this imaginary person listening to our podcast.
All from one little thing that I said.
Anyway, so we landed this amazing machine
that'd trigger you.
on Mars, and it's going to do these amazing scientific experiments, and it's also going to do this amazing thing where it takes like small samples from the ground and stores them into containers.
Yeah.
And then in a future mission, these containers will get loaded up in this thing that we'll send over there and get shipped back to Earth. How crazy is that?
Yeah, they're going to
That's
piss off some
mind-boggling.
Martians,
It's like-
you know.
Marvy the Martian.
They are going to piss off some Martians.
Yeah. Well, they'll probably be under the surface, you know.
And also, Perseverance is carrying our first ever flying machine on Mars. Did you know that?
Yeah.
A drone.
It has a small
That's what I
said.
Basically a drone. It's a little helicopter.
Yeah, it's like a little like drone, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sorry, I totally missed that. I was
You could call it a helicopter.
too hyped on Perseverance.
Well, you then went on to say that Curiosity was a drone, and I just thought, oh, whatever.
No, if I said drone, that was wrong. I meant rover.
Yeah. But no, we've got a drone on Mars, which is really cool.
Yeah. Because how much did it cost, like, and how long did it take to get there?
Well, considering it was Mars 2020.
Oh, got delayed.
Well, the whole
No, it just takes that long to get there.
The whole designing of the rover took 8 years. So it started literally when we sent the last one there, which was 2012. The trip to Mars takes around 6 months or something. We launched in July and we landed like the other day. So yeah, around 6 months, 7 months or something. Look, we're not scientists. We're just geeks who get really excited about these things because they're awesome.
You've got to imagine what they'll be able to find there. Are they going to find microbes? Are they going to find water?
They landed in a crater that they thought would have microscopic life forms, didn't they? So.
Yeah, they landed on this crater that they're pretty sure that it used to be a lake, like way, way, way back in the early stages of Mars when it had water. So, you can find very interesting things at the bottom of the lake. So let's see.
Yes.
I am a bit confused about that one, and I'll obviously have to look it up, unless one of our listeners want to tell me, how did a planet that is so cold have lakes?
Oh, it is a different form of water. It's not our, H2O. It's kind of like another.
So basically, they're going through.
Oh no! It's water. It's H2O.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how did it have lakes when it's always been so cold?
I don't want to sound stupid. I don't want to answer that.
No, but that's what I mean. I'll have to look it up afterwards.
But I think it has, or it had, the ability to sustain liquid water.
That's the thing. It's so far away from the sun. It's supposed to be freezing.
Well, it's not that freezing. Let me actually look up Mars.
I mean, it's pretty cold. Pretty damn cold.
I mean, yeah, but then again, you're always cold, Kaz.
I'm always cold, but it's so cold that they have to have heaters on these rovers to keep the metal from freezing, keep the wires from freezing. They have to have heaters on.
It says here that it goes from minus 60 to plus 20 in the equator, though. So
as long as we land on the equator, that's fine. Is it Fahrenheit, though?
That's Celsius.
Celsius, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, thank God.
Get your shorts out.
As I said before, we have much more smarter people than us in the world, and they can figure these things out.
We'll speculate whilst they actually have the hard truth.
I don't want to say that we've now been on this topic for a good 10 plus minutes, but
I mean,
this is an interesting
topic.
It is,
but
to us,
we are a geeky, tabletop-y, gamey
What's
podcast.
more geeky about landing a fucking rover?
Well, we haven't mentioned a single
dice
thing
and taking the
about
numbers in.
Did you see
gaming
all
or
those
TV
geeks?
Films.
Did you see all those geeks though in the control room? They were like, "Oh, we're so geeky, we landed it, woohoo!" I mean, these are our people.
They're nerds. They're not geeks. They're nerds.
What is the difference?
They're both.
Well,
yeah.
For most part, they're nerds.
But if they're really into a subject, would that make them a geek?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're both. I think.
Yeah.
They're both nerdy and geeky. We're not smart enough to be nerds.
Oh God, no.
Oh no. I never went into A-level maths, so...
Okay, now that we established the difference between nerds and geeks, let's move on.
Yeah, please.
What
David.
is on? Yes.
What's been going on in your life? In your gaming geeky life?
Oh.
Like you have another.
I know.
You know?
Well,
I lead 2 lives.
I'm back on my old Pathfinder ways on Tuesdays, which has been nice.
I didn't realize you were away.
No, I've been literally away onto another seat on my PC. It's fine. I've been one place to another place. I've moved about a meter or two. The Pathfinder game, having that with the roleplay haven, as you've had with yours. It went alright. Yeah, we've made some graphs.
Did you actually finish the siege?
No, we've planned the siege.
No, God, no! It's only like 3 sessions now.
Yeah.
Why would you finish the siege?
We actually made a table, and we actually figured out what we're doing on certain weeks. Which is
hang on. Are we talking like an Excel table or a table?
I think it's an
in
Excel
game?
table.
They didn't just decide to build a table and hide behind it.
Uses. But the interesting thing is, and the interesting thing for Nock, is that I found out I was actually a lieutenant, and that makes me the captain now of the guard of this very small band.
Are you a lieutenant or a lieutenant?
I
think that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, that probably does. But anyway, I'm a captain now.
No, it really doesn't.
Okay.
I rose above. I'm a captain now. Because the forged letters actually turned out to be forged, and I actually got a genuine letter, and it said I was promoted, and so I was the leading officer, and now I'm captain. Which is
how convenient, David, that you got a genuine letter now that you hold the severed hand of the guy with the signet that can seal these letters.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope to.
Now that you've been posing
it,
for so long, you can say you're official now.
So David, did you forge your own promotion?
Oh, definitely.
No. Oh no, I just.
You can tell us. No one is listening.
Yeah. We won't judge. Honest.
I actually spoke with a bar owner who was formerly a bandit.
This is the worst siege ever, by the way.
I talked about it with him. I looked for my guard's rulebook, and it said I was the captain, which is very convenient. But that's about it with that. We managed to sneak into the city. It was alright. Yeah, we did something in the whole adventure. Next week will be much more roll heavy, which is very nice. Hopefully, we'll be able to at least get to the gates next week. But
well, depends on if you
How
roll well
long
enough.
Have you guys been doing a siege for? 3 sessions,
like
and you haven't even gotten
4
to the
sessions,
gates
I
yet.
think. 4 sessions, I would say.
4 sessions.
Yeah.
How did
We got trapped in the cave for 2 weeks.
Are you playing the siege in real time? Like how long a siege will actually take?
We are literally playing, so we are week to week basis. So we choose what we want to do that week, and then we do that week by doing various roles, and then we go on to the next week. But we've only just started that.
So you're telling me you guys have decided to take this long to do a siege?
I think they're trying to starve them out.
I think they must
yeah,
be.
we are. We've literally cut off supplies and whatnots as well. But that's taking us a week.
You decided that your game was gonna be. You were gonna be in the siege for 4 weeks. That's what you and the players decided.
Yes. Well, as far as I'm aware, it might have been a subtle hint by the DM, but I don't know. I would have done it differently, done a stealthy route, maybe planned out routes for the first week, and then actually gone in and done it. But it seems that
why didn't you?
I think it was because of we haven't been to the town for a while. And we don't know what's changed, so we needed to scout out ahead, make sure everything else was right around it. So yeah, there's a lot of confusion, a lot of I'm uncertain to what's going to happen now.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, and we only need to defeat one person.
Is it boredom? Oh wait, no.
It's not boredom. It's kind of like waiting. It's just patience that we need to. Like, it's strange. We have to do something about this.
By the way, I know it sounds like we're dishing on this game so bad. It was just we're like, you know.
We like it, so then we're doing it. That's why.
I've been a part of this campaign, and it was fun. So it's not like I'm saying this campaign is awful or anything. I'm just having fun here, just dissing on this campaign a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not like my style, but that's fine. Everyone can have their own
Yeah,
game and play like they
the
want. And
DM seems to be very methodical, like saying like plan ahead or things you don't do will come back and bite you. That kind of situation where we have to plan everything before we move ahead, rather than I as a player want
Gung-ho.
to do this.
rather
Yeah,
than be more spontaneous.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it works
Yeah,
for
but I
some
think
areas, but
Pathfinder kind of leans towards that, though, doesn't it? It's not a spontaneous kind of gaming system, from what I've gathered.
No, it's actually no, no. I wouldn't agree with that.
No?
Like it's because it's very focused on actually like combat, so it does promote this, you know, hands-on thing and getting things done attitude. So you know,
I
yeah,
don't know.
there's a,
You guys told me about a fight that took you 3 whole sessions before. Doesn't
that's
sound
yeah.
spontaneous to me.
No,
Sounds
but I
like
mean like
very drawn out.
that's because the combat round is very drawn out.
Hmm.
Whereas in D&D, you go like, okay, I have an action and maybe a bonus action that I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Pathfinder, you kind of have the same thing because you have three actions
And
that you
then a
can take plus a
reaction as
reaction.
well.
So your three actions can be whatever. So they can be move, they can be attack, they can be casting a spell, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
You can do 3 moves if you want. You can do 3 attacks.
Right, so why does it take so long? Because surely when someone else is having their go, the person before you, as they had their go, you're thinking of what you want to do, and you're like,
You
I'm going
say
to do this,
that,
this, and this.
but no one ever does that.
Well, then that's the player's fault, then, isn't it? That to
Yeah.
me just
It,
seems a
But
bit.
the problem with Pathfinder now is that you got so many options. So
Mhm.
your one action can be like all these things. I say you have so many options, but I came to realize it's an illusion of many options, really, because you end up doing the same things, even though it seems like you're doing like these three very different actions every round. You end up getting into like almost
Yeah.
a rotation of things. Like,
Mm.
okay, I'll
I-
do this because that sets up my second action, which is going to be that, and that gives me a +1. So I better do that, otherwise it's wasted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of
don't
like
most people know exactly what they're going to do? Then they're obviously not
not
preparing.
not really, because the say like with initiative and that you had a creature who thought, all right, if I line up this, if I go like this, I can then attack with using this. But then someone may push that creature aside, and that pretty
Well, yeah,
much
but
your
that's the
plan's
same
gone.
as D&D. D&D combat doesn't take 3 whole sessions.
No, but when
Bearing
you
in mind that when I say sessions, I don't mean like an hour. We're talking 3 hours. So this took 9 hours for one combat session.
Yeah, and it wasn't that massive of a combat as well. Like
no,
there weren't too many participants
Right,
in
so
that
why did it take so long? Because to me, that seems a bit
because
excessive.
every player's round takes forever, and you've seen David take turns, right?
Yeah,
He's
but
like
nah.
double
no,
as
actually,
that.
Are you telling
I
me
was
that this
pretty
whole
quick.
campaign is made up of, like players wise, made up of Davids? Because I
No,
want to see this.
no. David
Uh,
is unique. There's
yeah,
no
Well,
second
no,
David.
but
I think what it was with that particular fight is because we were playing vertically. So in order to defeat something, you needed to go up. But going up
can't
takes
you just
two
like
of your
shoot
turns.
an arrow upwards?
You could, but not many of us are ranged. We only have
So
Zucks.
spells are ranged things,
Mm-hmm.
arrows
It,
are
it,
ranged things.
I was there and was more complex than that in the sense that
Yeah.
you didn't have line of sight with
Mm-hmm.
everything. So after a certain point, if you were on the ground, you had to get higher up
Yeah.
to shoot
And
at
my
anything.
little
Sounds a little
halfling
bit like a
legs couldn't get
GM
up.
flaw.
Um,
Why did he make it so difficult to see this creature and defeat it?
And it was a clone of another creature, so every time we defeated another one,
and then we had
another
the
one
clone
hit.
of the clone,
But yeah,
and then the clone of a clone of a clone.
but then it's just as
So it
deadly.
was the Clone Wars, basically.
It sounds like the GM made it unnecessarily difficult to. Like, he didn't know what else to give you guys, so he just thought he'd draw out this campaign with the
Maybe.
fighting. He'd run out of ideas.
Yeah, but if anything, it gave us a conclusion to that one character, and we actually took it up to the top of the mountain and tossed it into the lava, and that was it. It's nice.
So you didn't even hit it anyway.
No, we killed the thing there, but then the thing that cursed him and made him what he was, we had to take to the top of the mountain and do this whole quest and
Right, okay.
destroy it. That was actually fun. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
the ascent into the mountain and the traps and finding the wizard in the end and all that.
Yeah,
That was cool.
Right, okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was
that was
Pathfinder.
my Pathfinder game. How was your Call of Cthulhu game? Tuesday.
Well,
I wasn't thinking
okay, so it's not bad, not in that sense. That's not.
Oh yeah, definitely
bad.
not. Yeah.
What we're saying is we haven't actually gotten to any action yet because with Cthulhu there's a lot of research and stuff like that. So we're still at the research stage.
Okay.
We've only actually had 2 sessions.
There's a bit of a slow build up currently.
Yeah, that just happens in Cthulhu. There is always a lot of like having to go to libraries and get information, and that just happens.
Yeah.
So we're in that stage at the moment. So we've only had 2 sessions though.
The only thing I'm missing currently, I'll be honest, and that's not that these towards task or anything. It's just offering my thoughts here. Is this wow moment yet? I haven't had that wow moment. And for instance, what I mean by that? Do you remember when we played the two-headed serpent?
Yeah.
Yes.
It begins with a wow moment. It begins with this guy getting. Should I spoil it?
Yeah.
How
long's it been out for?
It's been out for a year, but not everyone has
a year.
had a chance to
Okay.
play it.
I was like, well, if it's been out for 50 years, like some of the other ones, then
Anyway, like the campaign literally starts with a scene that will blow your mind.
Yeah.
It's so good, and it gets you into the feel.
I think
immediately.
I think we could have had something like that.
Could we?
Yeah, because I think Nathaniel's character came across something like that, and then just the character he is was just like, and walked away.
Yeah.
We could have had something like, whoa, really? But because the type of character he was playing, it was like, okay, and walked away again. He didn't investigate, he didn't look.
Has he divulged this detail to you yet? Like, in a character, has he told you about this?
He's a big game hunter.
So would he overplay it?
Big game hunter, just to be sure that everyone heard that correctly.
Yeah, he's a big game hunter. We've got okay, so we've got a priest, which makes sense because we are hunting ghosts.
That's me, by the way.
We've got an intern, which it's a TV show. It's a ghost hunting TV show. So the intern.
What's your TV show called, by the way? Have you got a name for it?
Truth Seekers. Nothing like the actual TV show Truth Seekers, by the way, guys.
That got cancelled, unfortunately, by the way.
What? What, the Nick Frost and Simon Pegg show?
Yeah, that was actually a funny show.
Yeah,
well.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Great.
And now that it's cancelled, I'm kind of... Okay, going back to it, we've got a psychiatrist, psychologist, psychoanalyst, psychopath.
Or the psychos.
Who is the presenter of the show.
So he's a bit
of
also
doesn't believe in ghosts.
Yeah.
So he's
fraud
kind
in
of
the sense of he's a real doctor and he chooses to do this shitty show.
Yeah, he's sold out, basically.
Is he playing Bill Murray's character in the original Ghostbusters?
No.
In the second Ghostbusters. The second Ghostbusters?
No, not quite. Not
no,
quite.
he's playing Mystic Meg, basically. Actually, she was as far as I was aware, she was a qualified all that stuff anyway, wasn't she? I don't know, maybe I'm making that up. And then we've got his bodyguard, who we're not 100% sure he's actually going to join us because he's missed the last 2 sessions.
Raul, where are you, buddy? We need you.
So he's the muscle. And then we have a big game hunter.
Who has his own TV show, apparently.
Yeah, but is also in with our TV show. I don't know. I think he's joining the network. So he's going around with us to see how we work. However, he's spent most of his time not with us. So I'm unsure of where his character links in with.
So we did spend the last couple of sessions doing research into this insane asylum that had some riots happen 100 years back.
Hang on. The first session we were building characters as well a bit, so we didn't really get a huge amount of game time. because we were still doing character, this, that, and the other. So we've only had a session and a half of research, which isn't that much when you think of it being Cthulhu.
Are you
Yeah,
sure? I'm sure we had 3 sessions now. Session 0 and plus 2
Oh
sessions.
yeah, session 0, but then session 1 was still trying to work out characters and stuff a bit, I think.
Was it?
Well, loads of people had bits missing from their sheets, so...
Was it pretty much like the chatter at the beginning, and then you got into it gradually once you picked...
So I don't feel like we've had, like, that first session, I don't feel like it was a complete full session.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like
anyway,
with
no,
Cthulhu,
like,
you've got to do research, so we're doing the research.
It's an interesting campaign, and obviously it's a homebrew. Like, I don't think Tass is running a published adventure, because I'd know. she couldn't sneak one past me.
You'd know about
the
it.
Ossium sense will tingle and you go, ooh.
I don't want to, brag.
He knows all of them.
I've read all of them. I've played Call of Cthulhu for far too long now.
It's like, what, 50 years now?
Since I was... Fuck off. I'm not that old. I'm a great old one, but I'm not that old.
Yeah.
But I have played consistently for something like 25 years now. I don't know. It's a lot.
Gosh.
All of David's lifetime.
Yeah. So
you
I
were
would
rolling dice when I was rolling cards.
Something of an expert on the...
on Cthulhu.
Anyway,
games,
yeah. So it is an interesting story, and I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Well, we're going into the haunted house type thing next week, aren't we? It's an insane asylum, so
are you taking
things should kick off.
Yeah.
Yeah. We left it at you're going to go into the insane asylum next. So
I really hope that your the psychiatrist, the presenter of the show, is actually going around with a microphone and just...
No, he doesn't actually. It's a bit weird, but it's like he doesn't want to be on TV.
Oh.
He doesn't want the people filming him. He wants to go places without them. And I think
he's an alcoholic as well.
Definitely an alcoholic as well. A functioning alcoholic, but definitely an alcoholic.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Well, if he's got to deal with other people's problems, if that's one way he can cope with it. But yeah, it doesn't seem like he wants to be on the camera. Because he's going off and doing all this research and not telling the camera people, so the camera people aren't going.
Maybe he's trying to lead a normal life. He's bored of stardom.
Okay, so why would he do this if he was trying to live a normal life and not?
I don't know.
Unless there's some ulterior motive sitting behind that.
Maybe someone's blackmailing him into being on screen, so he doesn't want to be on screen, but he has to be because someone's...
Do you think he's pulling a Kaz like you did in our last campaign?
Maybe. Pulling a Kaz. Alright, so guys, if you don't know, I pretended to be a film director.
Which you wouldn't know, because why would you?
Why would you know? Well, unless you know the game. But I was a director, air quotes, a film director, and that's what I told everybody, and that's why I knew all of these random skills. But I was actually a spy. I was playing a spy the whole time, pretending to be a director.
I can't believe I fell for that.
Everybody did. But my main goal
But then again, in my defense, I fell for that because you always play these kooky characters that are a bit weird, and they do all these crazy things.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and that's why I thought I could get away with it.
Yeah, and you did get away with it because I was like, that's just Kaz.
But the whole goal of my characters... okay, so this was Vass's very first time at playing Call of Cthulhu. Okay, he'd always GM'd it, always been the keeper. So it's the very first time. So I thought, just to mess with him, I would set up a character who, at the very end of it, dilemma-wise, she is supposed to gather information on Vass's character because he is black market books.
I was basically playing Dean Corso from The Ninth Gate for our viewers who've seen that movie.
Yeah.
I have not.
If you haven't seen it, go and watch it.
David,
well done, David. Another one for the list.
See, I'm the audience, I haven't watched it.
So, I decided that I was going to mess with Vass because, let's say that, that's my goal in life. Mess with Vass and...
I didn't know that.
It's one of my goals to mess with as many people as I possibly can.
I'm so honored, Kaz, to be
Yeah.
a part of your life in that way.
And so I decided to spy on him and pretend I was a director doing research. A little bit creepy, but if I
Doing
hadn't
research
sacrificed
with air
myself
quotes.
to save the world at the end of it, I would have had to decide whether to arrest you or not.
Oh,
So just be glad I died at the end of it all.
oh,
Well,
spoilers.
I think I was dead before you.
Well, it's not really spoilers. I sacrificed myself to save the world. You weren't. You were still alive. You survived.
Did I?
Oh no, you jumped off into the...
Yeah. I jumped to hug the creepy thing at the bottom
Yeah,
of the
weird.
pit.
I don't know why you bothered doing that.
What
I
do you
hope it
mean
was
you
a
don't
Mortal
know? I
Kombat.
was
Uh,
mad at that point.
Okay. But
It's
yeah,
a Mortal
so...
Kombat.
I was mad. I was having visions of the thing calling to me, and I heard her voice in my head.
Yeah.
Do you know now why I jumped into the pit and tried to hug the thing?
Oh yeah, no, I know.
But it was cuddly.
It was very
I
cuddly.
think 2 people
Yeah.
survived. One of them was like proper Cocoa for, absolute, Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops.
Oh,
He was nuts, and the other one was not insane.
I'll be honest. I thought you were like the last.
Oh, I was not insane at all,
guy.
but I was the only one strong enough to kill it. Maybe it was just the crazy person and myself left. Then I thought there were 2 others.
I
But
thought everyone died. I thought everyone died.
No, one person was left insane, but like properly insane. I think that was Nathaniel's character. And I sacrificed myself to save the world, which worked. So we both died. But you know what? At least I didn't have to make the decision as to whether to arrest anyone.
Yeah.
the moral dilemma.
The silver lining. Yeah, silver lining there.
Well, I might be dead, but at least I didn't have to make decisions.
Yep, I hate making decisions. Anyone who knows me knows that I hate making decisions.
That's so very true.
Say if you won the day, but yet did not sacrifice yourself, would you have arrested Vass's character?
If Vass had survived,
At that point, I don't think Vass would care if he was arrested.
I think I would have.
He would welcome being
arrested him and then been like, "Nah, I'm letting you go." Just to kind of see the look on his face and the shock from Vass himself. Because winding Vass up is so much fun, and his reaction, had I actually turned around, put cuffs on him and said, "You're under arrest," Vass would have gone like so high pitched. It would have been fantastic.
What would you have arrested me for? I hadn't done anything illegal at that point.
Murder. There was a lot of murder going on.
There was a lot of murder. Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking an entry. Any of those really. And then I was with the FBI before they were the FBI.
So you were with the FB. There was no
I. FB. I was with the FB. I know, but if I just said FB, people have been like, Facebook?
There is no I in FBI back in the 20s.
Yeah, so I'd have been with them and they would have found, air quotes, found more evidence to keep you arrested for longer. But I'm fairly sure that murder and breaking an entry would have been enough.
You had a license to do it.
Who did I murder?
Who didn't we murder? I mean, I was allowed to. I was the FB.
Monsters don't count. Did I shoot anyone? Did I shoot a human?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I did. Who cares?
But it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I would have arrested you, waited for your high pitched voice of "What?" and then gone, "Nah, I'm joking."
I do not have a high pitched voice.
I love how your voice has gotten deeper. I love how your voice has gotten a little bit.
I do not have a high pitched voice.
Oh, I do.
You wait for when I next annoy you and it goes high pitched again.
It does go high pitched when I get annoyed yeah.
It really does. It's great.
Why am I talking like this?
I live for the thrills of annoying people.
Someone get you somewhere.
Yeah,
leave the high bush to me.
That's our Call of Cthulhu exploits.
Yeah.
What an interesting thing. Speaking about tabletop and that, did you hear the new news that more casting has gone on? The new news has gone on about the new casting for Dungeons & Dragons the movie.
We have not, David.
No, tell me,
What happened?
please.
Ooh. It's a thrilling tale.
Hold on to your chairs, everyone.
I know.
I'm sitting down. I'm ready.
Good.
So, the Dungeons and Dragons movie set for 2022 is actually brought in Bridgerton's star, Reggie Jean Page. Have you ever watched Bridgerton from Netflix?
No.
Nope.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
So it's part of that.
That was very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
But
What else is he
alongside
in? Okay, other than Bridgerton, what else is he in?
well, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you his lovely filmography. He's in some Waterloo Road, some Casualty.
Are you literally looking IMDb right now?
I am,
Yeah.
yes.
Can't believe you haven't done your research, David.
I know. Well, I didn't think I'll be. I'll say his name and you go, "Oh yeah, I know that person," you know. But
You don't even know that person. You have to look up his IMDb.
I know.
Well,
Well, he's going alongside Chris Pine, which is
we know Chris Pine.
I know
yeah.
Chris Pine. Yeah.
Star Trek and that. Michelle Rodriguez, which
Oh, we definitely know Michelle Rodriguez.
We do
Michelle,
know
if you want to
Michelle
be on this
Rodriguez.
podcast, give me a ring.
She's fantastic. Unfortunately, she dies. She's like Sean Penn.
Oh God,
Sean Bean.
I almost thought you said
Sean
she
Penn.
died, and I'm like, oh, what?
No. Her character, because she plays the tough girl, her character always seems to die. And
She's the female equivalent of Sean Bean. Yeah.
Sean Bean, yeah.
But then the last actor that's been confirmed is Justice Smith from the Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Paper Town.
Oh, he's the one with the glasses, isn't he?
Yep. And
Actor with
Classic
glasses.
Worlds.
Well, I
That's
don't know.
mental.
No, he's got like okay. So when you see him in these things, he's got really big, thick glasses and stuff. Always seems to, yeah. Okay.
But they're the only.
Speaking of nerdy movies, did you guys see the Mortal Kombat movie trailer?
I didn't know.
I couldn't. They've blocked it on YouTube. Under age restrictions.
Really?
First of all, I have to say the earlier Mortal Kombat movies, Jesus Christ, they were so bad. Like you wouldn't believe. Like I would like to sit you all down and force you to watch them because you'd have the time of your life. You'd die laughing with how bad they are.
Well, they
having said that, this new movie trailer, I'm like, what the fuck? How did I? Like, this is actually. I want to watch this. Like, it shows like little snippets of like origin stories in there for like Sub-Zero and Scorpion, or how Jax lost his arm.
Oh,
and I'm
that's so good.
And I'm like, fuck! I didn't even realize that there was actually some backstory to this, and it looked so cool and not cheesy, which sounds weird when it's being said for a Mortal Kombat movie. But it wasn't cheesy. I don't know how the fuck they did it. I don't know who's directing this. It's amazing. Or someone who made this trailer pulled some movie trailer magic and the actual movie is going to be shit, but the trailer was amazing. I don't know.
Like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, exactly. The trailer was amazing, though. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch it. Like, I'm so excited about this movie now.
Yeah, I did see it on Twitter. That was the only way you could watch it.
I thought you said it was blocked.
It was blocked on YouTube, but on Twitter it was perfectly fine.
I think I watched it by watching Angry Joe watching it and reacting to it. So I watched it through his screen, which is weird, but I like Angry Joe.
Yeah, as I say, I'll probably watch it because it just looks like there are very few video game movies that are actually good. So
yeah, usually video game movies are. I don't know how to put it. Like they try to capture the feel of the actual video game, which I don't think is the right way to go about it.
I have yet to come across a film made from a video game that I actually enjoy yet.
I'm trying to think.
I can't think of any that. I mean, unless there are some really good ones and I've just missed them. But so far, I've yet to come across one that I've thought, you know what, that did it justice.
The World of Warcraft movie was decent. It wasn't amazing, but at least it knew what it was.
It had a plot.
No, it's not that. It's not even that. It knew what it was. It knew it was a video game movie. It didn't take itself too seriously, and it cashed in on some fan service, sure, but it was watchable. The people who played the game enjoyed it.
Yeah, but what I mean by it had a plot was that it wasn't the plot of the game. It had its own separate thing.
Yeah. It won't win any Oscars, but it was it was a good movie.
It was alright.
It was decent. Right. Yeah.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
Not like In the Name of the King, which
one is that?
The Dungeon Siege one.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, you haven't seen bad until. Have you seen Assassin's Creed?
There's a movie for Assassin's Creed.
There is an Assassin's Creed movie.
Out yet?
It came out ages back with Michael Fassbender in 2016.
Is there another one that I'm thinking of then? That they're making another one?
I hadn't even heard it.
But I haven't seen it. No. Is it any good? No, then. Okay.
No. The other one
either that or he really wants to clear his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has Michael Fassbender in it. It's okay. Every other member of the cast is forgettable. It's just a bad retelling. I think that's what they always get wrong, is that they make a movie, but not a TV show. A game is more like a TV show rather than a movie, in a way, because if you condense it in 2 hours, condense like an 8-hour plot or a 20-hour plot into 2 hours, it just does not work without cutting a lot.
I'll tell you what, it does not work because they're trying to recreate the game as a movie. That's what they're doing wrong.
That doesn't work. It never works.
You can make an awesome game movie in 2 hours or whatever length you want for a movie, but you have to do your own thing. You have to take the world, treat it with respect, but do your own thing. We want to see our beloved universe, not the game itself. We want to see the universe.
Movies are absolutely great, but if you can live the movie, that's fantastic. And basically, that's what you can do with the game. You can live the movie. So why would you watch the movie when you can do it instead? And that's what you're doing with the game. It's like making a movie of a book. They're never exactly the same. They try to, and then they
shouldn't be the same.
Make it. Yeah,
because a book is a book and a movie is a movie. It's a different medium,
Yeah.
Movies
the art don't form always.
The art form needs to be true to the medium, not the source material.
Yeah, so say I've played a lot of.
Look at us being like fancy movie critics.
I know. Yeah. And I like.
We just know what we like.
Yeah.
Rubbish, but then again, it brings someone to the next point of like. So I've started recently playing Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
And it's solely a single player experience. But unlike so many other games that I'm calling out Uncharted for this, where the gameplay feels second to the actual like the cutscenes. Like Uncharted is like you press X, you press circle, you shoot a bit, done. I'm playing this game and I just find like I really missed the game.
That wasn't my experience with Uncharted at all.
Was it not?
No, Uncharted was like I really enjoyed that whole series.
And
it felt quite Tomb Raider-ish to me, in the sense that there was a lot of climbing and all that, but you make it sound like it was like action sequences where you have to press the button at the right time, but that's not the gameplay at all.
The issue is that I love Uncharted 2, I love Uncharted 3, and Golden Abyss? Or the PS Vita one? I like that one. The problem is that I play this game, and it has that similar tone of cutscenes and sort of dramatic sequences, but also little character interactions, everything like that. And I'm playing this and just going, wow, when I played Uncharted, I really missed things. Like I'm playing I'm only at the second planet now, and I'm just going like, oh, the puzzles are really, really good. Like they're little side bits, but that might be because it's a Castlevania sort of Metroidvania type game. And I'm just feeling like they're having story bits in these little echoes that I'm getting a grasp of the world, but also I'm playing this and it's so vertical. I'm actually scratching my brain at the puzzles, but yet it's a single player game. And I'm just feeling like if Uncharted was more like you go into an
You keep
area.
mentioning the single player aspect. Why wouldn't it? Like, why are you surprised that?
I've played a lot of single player games that are just corridor after corridor after corridor, and then a cutscene, and corridor after cutscene. And yeah, as I say, I think they miss out on the gameplay. They're so concentrated on the graphics and the story that they just miss out on the gameplay so much. And I just end up forgetting them. It's just like I just remember the cutscenes rather than the gameplay itself.
We're talking about the Uncharted.
Uncharted and a few other games.
I don't know.
played.
I had a totally different experience playing Uncharted. Like, I really enjoyed the game. If you ask me about the cutscenes, I probably won't remember a single one. But it's fine. Having different experiences with.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed. My favorite moment in Uncharted 2 is the train sequence.
Oh yes, that
When
was actually quite cool. Yeah.
they actually pulled it off again in Fallen Order as well. The first level is a train sequence.
So what you're saying is the Fallen Order is copying Uncharted. You heard it here first, guys.
They mixed it in with a bit of a tutorial
David is
as well.
throwing accusations at Disney.
But they
How dare you?
We've lost the sponsorship at Disney anyway, so we can always go on about it.
You're gonna lose your life, David. They're gonna send trained assassins.
Inquisitors. No,
Disney nearly own the whole world. You are
They do.
asking for trouble. They know where you live, you know.
Disney, just so you know, we're not that fond of David.
No. I mean, no,
we're not business partners.
We're not affiliated with him at all.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
We love our Disney overlords.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh boy.
Let me steer this conversation in a new direction now.
Yes.
I wanna talk about a very exciting thing that's happening in the RPG industry, which is, well, at least in my world, interesting. Modiphius finally releasing their new Acthung Cthulhu version, which is on their own proprietary 2D20 system. So we're getting the quickstart rules in the 23rd, I believe. So this coming Tuesday. So by the time this has gone out, the rules will be out, and you could download it, print it, play it, enjoy it. I know it comes with an introductory scenario and pre-generated characters. So, you know what? I might actually run this for you guys.
I was going to say when you plan on running it, but you just volunteered.
I mean, you know me. If it has the name Cthulhu in it, I'll run it.
Done.
Yeah. So Modiphius, for those of you who did not know, used to have Acthung Cthulhu under the Call of Cthulhu license. So it was using Chaosium rules, and also they had released it for Savage Worlds, which I know Kaz loves. Like Savage Worlds is the favorite system ever. But now they're doing this new version, the 2D20 version, which I should say, full disclosure, I have a vetted interest in, because I am writing a scenario for them currently, which will hopefully see the light of day sometime.
Yes.
And it's set in this new Acthung Cthulhu universe. And because I have some insider information, I can tell you it's fucking amazing. It's so good. It's
you've been giddy about this for a good while, and once you got the A-OK,
anything Cthulhu gets a bit giddy over, though, doesn't he?
I was over the top when I got asked to write this scenario, But then when I actually got like the super secret source material that no one else has, I was like, oh my god, I'm in the inside circle. Mom, I'm in the inside circle. No, I didn't.
Well done, Vass. I'm proud of you.
Was that supposed to be my mother, David?
Yes. By the way,
You don't
the
sound
laundry
Greek
needs
at
to
all.
come in.
Don't forget to tidy your bedroom.
Oh, that's
Otherwise-
exactly like my mother. Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, you'll be grounded.
She's not
What accent
Russian.
is that? That was grounded. That was very Welsh. You'll be grounded. If you don't tidy your bedroom, you'll be grounded.
Or you haven't done that proper tidy.
Is that what your mum sounds like?
No.
I bet it is.
That reminds me of that
Don't
bit.
forget to tidy your bedroom, but
Have you seen that bit that Jimmy Carr does, where he does like different accents, and he has like a catchphrase to get into every accent.
Yeah.
And I think for Welsh, it's whose coat is that jacket?
Yeah.
And he says that the key is to sound confused.
I just want to say you did a very good Welsh accent then, even with your
Yeah.
Greek accent.
It's because I followed the Jimmy Carr
Yeah.
rule.
Whose
Yeah.
coat is that jacket, but? I'm not going to mock them too much. I live in their country.
Whose shoes are those trainers?
Yes. I don't understand why they have to do that. They add so many extra
rabbit is
words. It's
getting
not
cold.
required.
You see those two houses? The one in the middle is mine.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
They always make it sound like there's a question at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, any other exciting new releases coming out?
Well, we got the Nintendo Direct just watched
yeah?
that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did watch that. That
Yes,
was
we did.
kind of exciting for me.
I mean, I say we watched it. I was there.
Well,
I
we did
was
watch
chatting.
it.
Also, I don't think I watched it. I think I was abducted by aliens because I can't remember a single thing that was on there.
Really?
I remember
You're not
the
even
Zelda
Splatoon
remake that
3?
coming out.
I know there's a Zelda. I can't think of anything else. David, you were
There was
watching it as well.
the sequel to Secret of Mana.
Legend of Mana.
Yeah.
Triangle Strategy.
I don't care about that.
The one about Salt and Iron.
Sorry.
That triangle one. That one.
That's wrong. I do care about that. Change your name. Seriously, what's wrong with you?
Well,
Should
brought
we
up this conversation.
I mean, they have a war fought between two countries that one of them is mining salt and the other one is mining iron, and it's called the Iron Salt War. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I mean, apparently we don't have a lot to say about that one except negativity. Maybe we should move away from it.
I mean, it's probably a good game. We just got caught up on these two things that we laughed about when we were watching it. You know.
Yeah, it's kind of like
again. I don't actually remember. I think I was abducted by aliens. You know.
You probably were.
I don't remember this conversation. Probably. I don't.
Do you remember any flashes of that particular scene? Did you see anything? Did you see any?
No.
Did they divulge?
What was I doing then? I was there. I had it open.
I know what you were
doing.
doing.
Else.
You were playing Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh no, I was trying to fix it. I was trying to. Yeah. Okay. So obviously we've started playing Elder Scrolls Online, and there, you build a character, and it has to be. You only get one of three choices if you don't have.
I remember now.
Yeah, if you don't have the any race, any alliance, DLC thing, which you have to buy silver coins or play the game a lot to collect.
Yeah, so basically buy silver coins.
Yeah, so
crowns, isn't it?
That's how. But I already had some silver coins from something else attached to my account, so I used those to do it. But yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to get it attached to the game. I didn't realize you had to go into the game to play the game, to attach them to your to buy the DLC, to then leave the game to build a character with those mods, and I was just like, I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to do it from the main menu.
That might be easier on the Bethesda launcher, maybe.
Apparently, you can't do it. No, apparently the only way you can do it is if you actually go into the game with the character.
Yeah.
Buy the little mod thing, whatever it is, the DLC mod thing.
Then log out and remake your character.
Then log out and make a character.
Yeah,
really?
That's counterintuitive. Like,
yeah. I was just like, what is the point of that? So it took me that long to figure out that you had to do that. So
I might need some help with that then when I start playing. I've got a perfect character name, by the way. It's going to be hilarious, but also quite good.
I feel a bit bad now that we pressured you, David, into buying the game.
I bought it for £4.
I mean, that's fine.
That's pretty good.
I feel bad because I now started playing Valheim. And it's so good.
If it makes you feel any better, David, I will still be playing Elder Scrolls.
Yay.
I mean,
so you won't be alone.
I'll join you guys. We'll play. But I just want to say, Valheim is fucking amazing, and also Phil has rented the server, and we've started playing there. And
you really haven't.
And it's really good. Last night, all of us started playing. We had no idea about the game. We started figuring it out, and as we're exploring the world, and we're entering this new zone called the Dark Forest, and the music changes, and this skeletons start attacking us. I'm like, oh shit, this is so much cool. And suddenly I see, on the end of my periphery vision, I see Phil get thrown away, getting hit by something. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I can visibly see the earth trembling. So I turn around and see this massive troll with a club clubbing in mat as well at the same time. I'm like, oh shit! And I start running, and the troll is chasing me, and the skeletons are chasing me, and the other guys are like, oh shit, we're dead, we lost all our things. And I'm like, you can get them, just respawn and go to your corpses, and I'll keep the troll away. And it was so fucking cool. I wish I had recorded that. It was like the highlight of my gaming experience for the last, year. It was so organic the way it happened. The whole exploring of the world.
So what you're telling us is it's better than Elder Scrolls, and we shouldn't have bought Elder Scrolls. We should have bought Valheim instead because it's pretty much the same price.
They're two very different games.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Valheim is not an MMO. It is an online co-op game that has crafting and a lot of exploring and a lot of PvE though as well.
So is it somewhere along the lines of Ark or Conan? I think, as far as I'm aware, I've never played Conan, but I believe that is similar to Ark. Is it something along those lines?
I would say yes, but it's very lightweight. It's very beautiful. You wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe this game was made by two people.
Oh, really?
It's amazing. And I'm so glad it sold 3 million copies already, because those guys deserve every dollar they make.
Well, they're still developing it, aren't they? It's not.
Yeah,
properly...
it's in early access, which is usually a red flag for me. And I don't like getting things in early access because I think it incentivizes laziness. But I'm so glad Phil pressured me into buying this game, because this could be a full release game, guys. I haven't found a single bug in this game.
Really?
It plays amazingly.
Wow. Especially with all those.
It's got so much content already.
Mm.
You can make freaking boats and sail the ocean. I can't wait to do that. So far, I need to figure out how to make clothes and dress myself. But,
before you make boats and stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, it looks amazing. I'm hooked. And I know one of our friends has played it for 100 hours or something crazy like that. That's Simon
a lot.
Again.
Don't name names. Come on now.
I constantly see. I see his little
100 hours in 5 days.
I didn't say anything bad about him. I said he's played a game for 100 hours. I've done that.
Oh, I've played games for 100 hours, but it's the short time frame he did it in.
Yeah, but the short time frame surely shows that it's an amazing game. And also that Simon has a bit of an addictive personality.
Yeah.
But,
and apparently has time off work at the moment, which is fine. Cause,
yeah. I haven't seen him play any CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk at all. I haven't seen any.
He did play it. I think he bought it on the PC. He said, but then he started playing it, then stopped waiting for all the fixes and all that, and then he resumed playing it.
Yeah.
So before we go down a rabbit hole of talking about Simon on this podcast, which nobody knows who he is.
This podcast is not about Simon?
It's not about Simon, guys.
Oh shit.
Take that on your own time.
Yeah. We may if we do progress with this and we get guests in, maybe he'll come on, or whatever, like Tash.
Possibly,
or
but let's just see if we can cope with meeting up and talking once a week before we think about roping other people in.
Before we decide dragging other people into this misery. Come on, David.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at the time and thinking, you know what, guys, they've heard us waffle on for a little bit longer than usual.
I think we lost our last.
I think David,
like,
you need to
20 minutes ago. So
you need to say the goodbye, David.
Oh dear. Okay, so
this is happening every week.
It is like okay.
It's the highlight of your week.
It is the highlight.
He doesn't write anything down. It's not scripted or anything, and that makes it just perfect.
Be spontaneous.
So let's hear
Do it now.
So my cup is nearing the end. It is empty now, with a little bit of coffee at the end. I'm gonna take my final sip, and this will be the end of our podcast. Now I've drunk that last sip. That was me, David, drinking my last sip of coffee, and presenting to Kaz.
That was the cue for you, Kaz.
Yes. I'm sorry, I actually cut out for a second, so all I came back to was Vass laughing and David saying, my last sip of coffee, and I'm like, something went missing here.
Yes.
Something went missing. Anyway, thank you from myself, Kaz. Thank you for listening.
And goodbye from me as well. See you all next week. Thank you for tuning in and putting up with our madness.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.